All right, welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the market. We'll look at the weekly, the daily, and the trades of the day. Here on the weekly chart, the range for the week so far, 82 and a quarter. That hasn't changed since yesterday. Of course, we hit all-time highs yesterday. I put in a new support line here at 48.69 because this, I can tell this is kind of a natural support. And there's one below that still there at 47.02. So those are the two nearest supports when this thing begins to pull back, which so far on the weekly chart, there's no signs of that happening. Okay. The SMI is, it's decently high here on the weekly chart here at about 84. The MACD still for this week sitting way up here at 159, very high. Oh my gosh, that is very high. And the market is definitely, this is some seriously nosebleed section here up in the bleachers. This market is just like seriously overcooked. All right. This market's seriously overcooked. I would not be surprised if we see some type of event like this. Okay, where it just pulls back. Let's see, this was about 400 points. Would not be surprised if something like this happens, maybe even something like that. Okay. Both of these, this took place, when was this? This was August. This one started in August. Isn't that interesting? This was August, and this was August. See that? Down at the bottom there? If you look down here, you'll see the dates. Okay, just take a look down there. That was July 31st. Just call it August. This one over here? August 15th. Okay, both of those were serious pullbacks, like right in the middle of the summer, kind of late summer. You had this huge pullback. All right, let's see, when was this? That was November. This one was February. Look at this. We're basically right where we're at now, same time of year. Look at this pullback. It happened for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So I would not be surprised to see maybe something like that happen right there, okay? At that time, the market was nowhere near where it is now. I mean, it was docile compared to what we're seeing here. This market is severely overcooked, and I don't think it's sustainable. Okay, let's go to the daily. So anyway, just real quick before I go to the daily, these are the nearest support points. And I think when this does pull back, yeah, 40. If it were to pull back from where we're at right now, yeah, I think 47.02 is doable. 300 points seems realistic. Okay, if it were to pull back starting now, which there's no guarantee that's going to happen, but those are kind of my supports for now. Okay, let's go to the daily. All right, so here on the daily chart, let's broaden this out just a bit so we can get a really good look at this. Yep, that's today's candlestick. That little tiny doji, 16 and a quarter. Okay. Now there's a couple things. My thoughts on this. Okay. Obviously, we hit an all-time high yesterday, but we've done that before. Like, look at this one. This was all-time high, and the next day wasn't some tiny little spiddly little doji. It was small, but it still had a range of 43. This was all-time high, and the next day had a range of 24. So, there were some all-time highs here, right? And we got decent follow-up days. But not today. Today was just squashy little 16 and a quarter. Some people are going to say, it's because we finally hit the 5,000 mark and everybody's really nervous about it. There may be some truth in that. To me, guys, I don't care if this thing was 10,000, 7,000, 1,000. The numbers don't mean anything to me. They really don't. They're just numbers. And I just see the market as opportunity, up or down. What I don't want to see is sideways, which is what today was. Today was probably one of the most sideways chopped days I think I've ever seen. I mean, 16, that's crazy tight. Now, I remember many years ago, can't remember how many, but quite a few years back, we did have some really tight days that just ran on and ran on. They were all super tight when the market was absolutely just dead, tracking sideways for days and weeks and blah. But we haven't seen that in a while. But I don't think that's the scenario we're in now. So the first thing that comes to my mind is everybody, not just retail investors, traders, but everybody hedge funds, big funds, everybody's nervous about the 5,000, so they don't really want to be the first one to make a decision about which way to go. That could be part of it, but not really. Okay, that's just kind of one of those things that people talk about. To me, like I said, it's just a number, doesn't mean much. The other thing is February 8th was going to be a cycle low, and this could just simply be a pause. Absolutely could just be the market just going to pause right here. Right? That this was supposed to be a cycle low. It didn't really show up, so you get a pause in the market. It would be very typical on a very bullish market to see the market just pause on exactly the day or approximately the day that you would get a pause. I mean, that you would get a cycle low. Clearly, we did not get a cycle low, right? This didn't happen. So I'm not totally surprised to see a pause on February 8th because that's, well, there you go. So that to me probably makes a little more sense. All right. And there's also, obviously, there's a lot of options surrounding this 5,000 mark. So that's just, there's just like massive congestion right here at 5,000. Now, with all that being said, the two things. So first of all, I just want to say to the members, make sure you read your emails always, because I do have a very specific opinion about tomorrow. Okay, but I'm not going to say what that is here specifically in the video, because paying members get that. But I will generically talk about this. So one or two things. Either this really is just a pause and we're going to see some more bullish action, like this might pause a day or two or whatever in here and then go up some more. Okay. All right. Or this indecisive, this is definitely a candlestick of indecision, right? Massive indecision going on right here. Because there's two reasons why I say that. One, there was almost no range, and two, it's a doji. Right? Like this was a doji over here, but it had some range. At least it had 45 points. Right? This candlestick was also a doji, but it had range, it had 45 points. This has no range, and it's a doji. Right? It opened up at 50.15 and 3/4. It closed at 50.14.5. So basically a doji, right? They're within like a point and a quarter of each other. So like I said, either this is a pause and we'll see more bullish action, or this truly is a sign of indecision, which is going to be, in other words, a sign of weakness, and the market's going to begin to do this. So we had to wait to see, right? We have to wait to see follow-up, just like basic candlestick observation. What does tomorrow and the next Friday and Monday bring? That'll really help us paint a picture of what's going on here. Okay, but so far, at least as of right now, there's no reason to assume the market has suddenly gotten bearish. But this is a little bit of a, like I said back here, I thought that was maybe a little bit of a hint that the market could pull back, but it rejected that and just kept on rolling. Okay, I thought maybe this was going to turn into something where we're going to get down here, maybe something was going to happen down maybe 100 points or, maybe to February 8th, but it just didn't never materialize, right? You just got these 2 days and it's back to the races. So we're going to pay close attention to this Friday, Monday, kind of Tuesday thing and see how does this candlestick pattern turn out. Is this really a bunch of indecision? And is the market going to get weak? Going to get weak here? We'll see what happens. The only other thing is I didn't realize if today was a holiday. Let me just check, because sometimes I just not paying attention. Okay, I checked the calendars. No holiday today. Just making sure. Sometimes I forget, and there's a stock market holiday, but nope. The next holiday is Washington's birthday, which many people erroneously call it President's Day. It's not President's Day. It's Washington's birthday. Big difference. Which will be the 19th of this month, if I remember correctly. So no holiday here today on the 8th. So this is a legitimate, actual chop fest, no nothing candlestick. Okay, and I think, like I said, two scenarios is it's a pause and the market goes up, or this really is the beginning of a little bit of a pullback we might see starting to take root here. Okay, all right, let's go look at the intraday charts. All right, 5-minute chart. Now, the first thing I want to say is I didn't trade today. I mean, I noticed last night. Let's see where we at here. Yeah, here's last night starting way over here, and this is the whole day up to there. Okay, and I noticed right away the market was just absolutely dead. I mean, it was just straight sideways. Look at this. It just didn't do anything the whole night. from 5 p.m. my time all the way to like 2:30, 3 o'clock. This is when London comes on, right around 2 o'clock. So when that's when they don't come out, but that's when things get really active with the London market, about 2 o'clock. Okay, so there was some activity here for the London market, but you can see it wasn't too much. Up here at 50.15, got as low as 50.05. So 10 points was all there was. That's still money to be made right there. That's not a bad little section to make some profit. Here, over here is intraday. It is a chop fest. Literally just going back and forth, not even 10 points. Just trading between 5,005 and 5,015. And then till the end of the day, it kind of broke out here just a little bit. So I didn't trade this mess. Whenever I see these kind of candlesticks up high, a lot of upper and lower wicks on candlesticks, and it's really tight action, I just don't mess with it. It's not worth the trouble. But it doesn't mean money wasn't made here. Okay. Particularly over here in the London market, there was a good opportunity here last night at about 2:25 a.m. my time. This was actually a decent opportunity. It took a little while to materialize because the SMI was down there at the bottom. That little candlestick right there is the one that, and then the market came up. It hits the 50, actually this is the 55 minutes, so this would be equivalent to 4 hour. It hits the 4 hour simple moving average and just gives it up. And guess where it came down to and basically stopped? Right at the 24 hour. So there you go, right? There's your triangle. Brah. It just simply traded inside this triangle and then just kind of tracked along. Yeah, it got below a little bit here, but it tracked along and kind of followed this 24-hour simple moving average. Okay. So that was really the only decent, absolutely banging on trade of the day that like was super clear. Now there were some other ones in here, but they weren't very good. This one right here wasn't too shabby. This happened at 10:30 my time, and there was some opportunity there. We can zoom in. This was intraday. 10:30 right here. We get the purple candlestick, and it does this and chops like a mad dog. Chop, chop, chop. It eventually made good up in here. You had to be really patient here and kind of weather the storm. But that wasn't too bad. That was about 8 to 12. If you didn't mind getting 3 or 4 points and you waited all that time to get it, about 2 hours to get 3 or 4 points. That's literally what you got, which is not bad. That's still good money if you're trading a decent sized position. You know, it's at least a few $100 right here. If you're trading micros, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a day you don't trade. I just wouldn't trade this mess at all. If you have a really small retail account, you see these kind of days, just step away. Just don't trade it. Don't worry about it. There's other days to trade. Not every day is going to be the day to make money. But for larger retail accounts, because that's what we're basically talking about as retail traders here, right? This was doable. You got about 3 to 4 points worth of money being made here. A couple E-minis. If you're trading at least one E-mini, you're going to make $200 to $300 in here, and you can just multiply by the number of contracts if you want to figure out how much money you would have made in this area. I would just take 3 kind of as the average here. Since this was a total of 4 points, maybe extract 3 out of this. And I could see, whatever, $300-$400 depending on what your position size is. And then we got this big old hot mess here, which, you can't trade this garbage. And, it's just, you could kind of maybe pick at this. It was literally just 4 points. But like I said, I didn't trade today. I looked at this, said, no, thank you. And I'm glad I didn't trade it because it just would have been a big headache. So anyway, the 2 trades that I saw here that were actually doable was overnight in the London session here. This was actually pretty nice. That was some decent money. And then maybe you make a little bit of profit on this one. Was the one that stood out the best. This run up right here. And that's about it. To me, those are the only 2 trades that are even worth breathing on. Okay, if you want to become a member, that's great. There is a link in the description below this video on YouTube. Make sure you read the instructions very carefully. Click on the Discord link. It's going to bring you over to this server here. Click on Server Shop. It brings you to this page right here. $7.99 a month, guys. This is super, just ridiculously inexpensive membership. I know some people look at the $7.99 and they say, gosh, the membership can't be that good if it's only $8 a month. That's just not true. I know there's people that charge hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars for their courses and all that. Okay, but I don't feel like ripping people off. Okay, I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not going to go around ripping people off. Okay, and charge thousands of dollars for, and then you have to guess whether you're ever going to make your money back. If you're spending money, thousands of dollars on membership, you have to really be concerned about, will you ever see that money back? Is the course going to give you enough knowledge for you to make the money back and more? Because let's be honest, that's what you'd have to do, right? But for $8 a month, if you don't like the membership, you just quit. It didn't break the bank, right? So I don't like ripping people off. That's why I keep the membership reasonable. But is it a great value? I'm telling you, it's one of the best values out there, and I know it is. You get the streaming charts down here. We looked at one of the streaming charts just now for the trade of the day on the 5-minute chart, but there's a 15-minute chart and a 1-hour chart on there as well. Those charts stream live 5 days a week, okay, 24 hours a day. They're always streaming the S&P 500 futures. Okay, you see the cycles. There's cycles on the hourly chart, which is super nice. Of course, you get the Get Us Plus indicator on there. You get the purple candlestick that tells you when if the Get Us Plus indicator thinks there's a good trade. Okay, of course, there's other indicators on there that help. I keep the simple moving averages on there, like the 24-hour simple moving average, which the market always returns to that average. It always does. It's like a magnet. Okay, so those are the streaming charts. When you join, just click down here on the S&P 500 stream. You're going to get the streaming charts. Okay, whenever the Get Us Plus indicator triggers and gets triggered, it sends an alert over to this channel. So even if you're not watching the stream, you can just turn notifications on this channel by right-clicking on this channel and turn notifications on. And if you have the app, let's say install on your phone. Like I said, if you're going to install on your phone, make sure you read the instructions. Okay, in my opinion, it's better to have the app on a big desktop or a laptop with a big monitor, because it's going to be really, in my opinion, trading on mobile phones is just like, that should only be in cases of emergency. Okay, I just don't think it's a good idea. You don't have enough real estate on the phone to really look at the charts very well. Okay, but in any case, an alert goes over to this channel. That's really nice. Okay, and there's also alerts to go to these channels. Now, there's no streaming charts for these. Okay, just the S&P 500 has the streaming charts and the alert. For these, you get alerts, but no streaming charts. You can't stream everything, right? It's impossible to stream everything. But anyway, you still get alerts on gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks, the S&P 500, and you get alerts, daily alerts too, for some of these symbols. Okay. Every day at the end of the day, Monday through Thursday, I put out symbols in this channel. There's usually anywhere from 2 to 4 files with the symbols in there. Future symbols, optionable stocks. There might be industries in there, shortable stocks are in here, okay? So for those that want to trade some different products, and you can go check out the symbols, super nice. Okay, occasionally I trade currency futures. If that piques your interest, you can go check out that channel. I don't trade a lot, but I do trade sometimes. Okay, Get Us Only Post, this is a read-only channel. You can go in there, but you just can't post anything in there. That's where I put, like what I'm doing this video right now, I'll put the link in this channel so the members can go click on the link and watch the video, the daily video. Also, I put the notification that when the nightly email goes out. Okay, and speaking of nightly email, if you want to get on the email list, every night I send out an email, then put your email address in this channel right here, okay? And the email includes a daily chart of the S&P 500 that has the daily cycles on there. And right now it has some support lines on there because we're near all-time highs, so there's no resistance, but there's support on there. All right, super nice chart, put it out every day for the members. Okay, and I give a few sentences of my opinion about what I think the market's going to do. So get on the nightly email because it's pretty handy. Some of the members don't even look at the streaming charts; they're just too busy doing their thing in life, and they just want the nightly email. So that's some of the members do that. Okay. Solar activity, I do monitor that. That kind of comes into play for a lot of things I do in my life and in trading. Fixed income, I do actually purchase corporate bonds from time to time. In fact, I just bought a corporate bond on another account. In my 401, it's actually an IRA, yeah. And I didn't put it in here because normally this would be just for like my TD Ameritrade account, but I have another account, and for my IRA, and I bought a bond in there, Peru. Maybe I'll shove it in there. I don't think it's particularly great. I'll tell you, maybe I'll put it in there today. I'll actually put in there and I'll discuss for members, if you want to see why I bought this bond, I'll put it in fixed income today. You can take a look. And I'll talk about why I specifically did it. Okay, and then These two channels are just kind of general chat, S&P 500, a lot of chat goes on in there, and then sometimes some member chat, okay? So everything in this rectangle comes with the membership, $7.99. This is members only channel, okay? The public can't get access to this. You have to pay to get access to these channels, okay? And then the general channel up here at the top, this is just like a welcome channel. There's no services in there. Okay, if you need support, put it in member chat. Don't put it here because I almost never read this channel. Put it in member chat right here if you need support. If it's a support issue for email, then put it right in here. Like if you're not getting your emails for some reason, just say, hey, I'm not getting my emails, and I'll check out the reason why. Okay, it happens occasionally because Discord likes to make people change their Discord handle and their name and all that, and it messes up the emails, okay? The rules, you got to read the rules, guys. And here is the be nice to everybody else rules on the server. Okay, I won't tolerate nasty talk, profane language, nasty links, pictures, stuff like that. Don't do that. If you do that, you're going to get warned. Okay, if you keep doing it, I'm going to kick you. And if you keep being really bad boy or bad girl, I'm going to ban you from the server. Okay, so don't do that. And here's also the refund rules. And also is a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice, only opinion. Everything on this video is my opinion only. Everything about the services on this server or anything else I ever discuss regarding trading of any kind is strictly my opinion only, okay? All right, guys and gals, that pretty much covers it. Happy trading, everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.